He did speak with the juror. He is going to send a deputy to pick him up because the juror's like, send a deputy. So judge is like, I'll
The
do
jury said send a deputy?
that. Yeah.
Here's what I think I want to do, because I do want to send a message to these jurors. I'm going to send the sheriff's office out to pick this juror up. Okay. Juror Hector Jaime is not feeling well. He overslept and he is not coming in today.
Is he an alternate or is he a juror?
He's the guy.
The deputy believes he's a juror. We'll check on that.
I'm pointing it out.
Okay, I know we have, oh, well, of course he is, both are alternates for women.
No.
No?
One man, one woman.
Okay, well, what do I know? And
So counsel, I'm told there may have been a couple of communications with him this morning. The first one was he overslept. And the deputy told him that was unacceptable and he needed to get himself to the courthouse. Once that happened, he apparently started saying he was not feeling well and he was not coming in.
you know, I almost hate to encourage that kind of behavior, but we've already lost one day, but through a legitimate medical issue. I would, and I'm happy to chat about this off the record. I'm just talking out loud, whether I'm on the record or not.
We're off the record. We're off the
I
record.
mean, I hate that kind of stuff, and I hate excusing people when they do it and without a darn good threat and, you know, and some attempt to force this guy to get down here. I think it sent a bad message to our jury over 3 weeks, and we're going to have this happen again and again. One person deciding, I don't feel good this day, or I don't want to come down here, and it's just going to be a mess. So I would be reluctant to simply, even given the totality of what we've gone through, just release him. I would rather somebody try to drop the hammer, not on the record.
Yeah.
Drop the hammer on this guy and see what we can accomplish. We do not have any conflicts with the Sasshole witnesses that are here today. They can all be here tomorrow. Okay, so just so Mr. Alford knows, it's not going to impact.
Here's what I think I want to do, because I do want to send a message to these jurors. I'm going to send the sheriff's office out to pick this juror up.
Okay.
I think
And
no problem.
That's going to eat up some time today, but
That's quite all right.
let's send a message.
I really am afraid if one gets by with it in a 3-week trial, it's only a matter of time before somebody else is sick.
He is home right now.
Okay, let's go in my chambers. I'm sure there's some paperwork I'm going to need to fill out. I'll be back in, my staff, yeah. Just hang around. We'll let you know as soon as I have more information. Y'all can come in. I just want to give you an update real quick on things. I have spoken directly with Mr. Jaime. I don't get the feeling that he's sick. I get the feeling that he worked overnight last night and he's tired and he just doesn't want to come in.
Okay.
I told him that he needed to get to the courthouse and he proceeded to tell me that he would try. I said, no, I need you to commit that you're coming down to the courthouse right now. He said, well, I'll try. I said, no, I'm about to send somebody to help you come to the courthouse. What do you mean? He said, I'm about to send out a uniformed police officer to come and help you get down to the courthouse. And then he got a little, I won't say agitated, but it was, okay, go ahead and send somebody for me then. So our staff attorney is in the process of preparing the paperwork and we're going to send out the constable to pick him up.
Okay. I'm sure we're wishing we could go back to Monday and make some different decisions.
Thank you for that update, Ted.
Yep. I'm probably going to bring the jury members that are in and just give them an update and stress the importance of jury service and being here, whether or not you're
That's
tired.
what I feel the worst for. They're wasted 2 days.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Yep.
Thank you.
If everybody wants to be in the room when I bring out the jury, I'm probably going to do that in the next few minutes.
Okay.
Y'all can have a seat. Thank you. There is nothing more that I hate than the perception that we are wasting your time here. So I wanted to give you an update because these attorneys are working very hard, as is the court, to make the most efficient use of your time. You may realize that there are only 13 of you here this morning. We are again missing one juror. The juror that is missing apparently is tired and just doesn't feel like coming in today. So my court staff attorney is in the process of preparing some paperwork and he's going to get a ride into the courthouse. So I want to give you an update. That's going to take some time. I apologize for this delay. We're going to continue to try to do our very best to move this case as quickly as we can. But I do want to stress the importance of jury duty to you. Please know that what you're doing is very important to these parties and to the court as a whole. And you don't get to just blow off jury service because you don't feel like coming in. So there is going to be a constable that goes out and picks this juror up. And if it happens again, I will do the same for any of you. So please know the gravity of your jury service. I will keep you updated as I know more. The staff attorney is working on the paperwork and the constable or sheriff will go out in short order to bring that juror here and we will get started just as soon as we can. But if you will be patient, lunch will be coming again. One day or another, we will start this trial, but I will keep you apprised. But that's it for now. Just know that the gravity of this situation is not lost on this court, and this juror is probably not going to have a very good day going forward. So with that, I'm going to release you back to the jury room. I know you still don't know anything about this case, but please don't talk about the case amongst yourselves or with anybody else.
All rise for the jurors.
Mr. Yankowski, you have a motion with regard to the juror?
Yes, Your Honor. It's our understanding that juror veneer panel member 21, Mr. Jaime, is that? Mr. Jaime has either voluntarily or involuntarily appeared this morning. After reflection on the wise advice of the court's staff attorney yesterday, my client has come to the conclusion that Mr. Jaime's conduct yesterday demonstrates two things. One, that he likely could be a disruptive force on the jury in this case, to the benefit of no parties or the benefit of justice in the court. And number two, that certainly, unless he has had a road to Damascus moment, which I can't know, is certainly willing to thumb his nose, for lack of a better word, at the instructions of the court to show up. And with 2 weeks left of trial, there is no guarantee that he won't suddenly change his mind and decide not to show up yet again, costing us more time of the courts, more time of the jury, more inconvenience for everyone unnecessarily. We thank the court for going to the time and effort to ensure Mr. Jaime is here today. We do feel that's important, given the civic duty nature of jury selection, of jury service. But at this time, because of the reasons that we have outlined, defendant requests that Mr. Jaime be instructed by the court that he is to continue to attend trial every day until its conclusion, but that he be removed as a voting member of the jury and replaced with alternate number one to maximize the chances of juror cooperation with the court and a smooth trial going forward.
Mr. Elford, any comment on that?
I would disagree at this point. I think that what we found at this point is that the juror has, we've heard at least, is that he's been brought to the court, that he's here. And I think that the example that could be made to the jury is the extent to which this honorable court will go to make sure that they adhere to the court's instructions. I think that point has been made. He's here. We do have a 2-week trial to think about. We have only 2 alternates. We've already had not 1, but 2 jurors that have missed court. And we need to make sure that we have alternates available for when something happens, if it were to happen in the future. I don't think that at this point is the time for us to make any type of moves to rid the jury of one of its members who's here, who's present, and ready for us to proceed to trial. We're all ready to get started in this case. And I believe that once the jurors actually start to hear the story of this case, that it'll be more likely that they'll continue to come. We're treating them very well, providing lunch every day. They're being paid higher than normal jurors are being paid. I think we're doing everything in our power to make sure that this jury is happy. And we have a juror that made a mistake yesterday. The court has made it clear to him that you are going to take every action to make sure that that mistake does not happen again. And that I think is a great example for him to be in that room with the jury, for them to see that. And that'll have hopefully a deterrent effect on the remaining jurors. So we would disagree with Mr. Yankowski, and we'd ask that he be allowed to sit on the jury.
All right, I'm going to defer a ruling on that for just a moment. Mr. Jaime has expressed interest in talking to me directly. I'm going to do it in front of you. Deputy, if you bring him in the courtroom, please.
Wants us to be excused while he talks to you?
No, I'd like you to hear this. You're not going to question him, but
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
can be in the
I
courtroom.
wasn't clear what you were.
Mr. Jaime, come on up to the bench if you would. First off, I want to thank you for coming in today. Can you tell me what happened yesterday?
I went to my job and it was from 3 and I got out at 1 and I thought I was confident to come in the next day, jury duty. But I guess I was wrong, even though I set up an alarm and I couldn't wake up.
All right. I understand you had at least a call from the constable this morning. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And
I notified them that I was on my way.
the constable visited your house, visited a family member or two? I hear they talked to you also. What did they tell you?
No, nothing much.
Did they tell you you probably should take the court seriously? Let me ask you this. You were selected to be on this jury. Do you think you can be a fair juror on this case? Are you ready to listen to the evidence? And can you commit to being here every single day?
Sorry, that won't happen again.
This is the first time that I've had to get the constable's office involved to go and wrangle up a juror. This is a very, very rare occurrence and it's very serious. It cannot happen again. And I think if my actions yesterday and this morning are any indication, if it does happen again, this court will take extreme action to make sure you are in this courtroom. So I need your commitment that you're going to be here and this will not happen again. Is that a yes? Do you understand the repercussions if you don't come back to court? I have the ability to hold you in contempt and confine you to jail for a period of time. I really don't want to do that, but I have to protect these parties. You see how many lawyers and parties are in this room? Do you have any idea how much money they spent sitting here yesterday for no reason? Lots and lots and lots of money. Is there anything you'd like to add? You can go back into the jury room. Mr. Yankowski, your motion is denied. I would have granted it yesterday in a heartbeat, but now it just feels like it was an effort to delay this case. So we're going to move forward with the 14 we have for now. The court will be in recess for about 10 minutes and then we'll get started with openings.